His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's King Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, some of the fastest hands in all of boxing. Vasily Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr. What a pleasure to be in this unique high hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Good counter punching. That hook just can't find the target. Can't find a home for that jab. And he scores with the counter. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They're elevated, lifted, they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
Well done with that counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned? On to the second round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He blocks that jab. Beautiful counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
For these two. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Pretty dominant round. Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Beautiful counter shot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nope, that hook won't score. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. Can't land the jab there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. They got the momentum. They got the advantage. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. The jab doesn't quite connect. Couldn't land that jab. A very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. I promise you, all three judges... And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Swing and a miss with that hook. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Garcia in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They miss with the jab. Both men step back for just a moment. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the jab. The straight right just misses. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.